Hey yo, what's up? What's up? I'm back from all my detractors who didn't hear that I was going on vacation. I'm back! Yeah, yo. You know what? All this ain't nothing but a rerun. Let me adjust this. Yeah, I gotta laugh at that last part I just said, because one of my followers on shared one of those videos on IG about me. He was doing an imitation of Uncle Rob, and while he was doing it, he adjusted this joint. That dude, hey man, shout out, brother. I don't have your name right in front of me, but you had me on the ground dying. Man, that's the ultimate form of respect, though, man. My brother gonna be big, man. He gonna be big. Shout yourself out in the comments, man. But yeah, y'all, this ain't nothing but a rerun, man. Yeah, man, I was out in vacation in Southern Cal, going back and forth between Los Angeles and San Diego. Part play, part business. Doing some powerful stuff. For those who know, like Rom's other side, I got more to me than this. It's doing some real powerful stuff. Paradigm shifting shit. For those who overstand, well, let me say that clear. For those who overstand, no explanation is necessary. For those who don't, none is possible. But anyway, right? And yeah, I specifically said overstand. Anyway. Yeah, this ain't nothing but a rerun. But like when I was in a hotel in LA, turned on the TV, Baby Boy was on. What was that, San Diego? I don't know. It was one of those places. But Baby Boy was on. That was actually a genius-ass movie, man. I didn't appreciate it at the time, man. It was just a dumb movie to me at the time when it first came out. But I was like, damn, that shit was deep as fuck. With Tyrese Gibson playing Jody with these baby mamas acting like a little child. But my man in that was Melvin, played by Ving Rhames. He was that old school play. And something he said to Jody in there was, this ain't nothing but a rerun. And I say that, man. Sometimes people be coming up with some stuff acting like it's new. And I've said that several times on here. People say, yeah, Rom, you don't know what's happening out here now. I was like, man, it's the same shit that's been going on. And that ain't not just even for relationships. Like, apparently there's some discussion on YouTube about men being a 50-50 man versus 100%. That ain't no new shit, man, to even talk about it, man. I remember back in 1985, talking about that shit on a college campus in Philly. Ironic, huh? I'll let that sink in. For those who overstand, no explanation is necessary. For those who don't, none is possible. But yeah, we were talking about some shit like that back then. In fact, only difference in the talking points from like when I'm sitting in the college dorm rooms or hanging out with the fellas and stuff, and now it's just technology. That's the only difference, just texting more. But when you talk about human dynamics, that don't change. People don't change. The penis still goes in the vagina. Women still do their little games to get men. Men still tell the requisite lie to get women. I'm like, what exactly has changed? It's just different technology, man. It's like I told somebody on this issue of like, has the game changed? I said, shit. You look at any sport like basketball or football, it still come down to scoring a touchdown or putting the ball in the hoop. Like, it's funny. Yeah, they can like have new rules and all of that, but the objective is still the same. And people adapt and everything, but it changed like significantly. And a lot of this stuff, in fact, I'll never forget when I saw this cartoon, and the cartoon was from the 60s, and basically touching on that whole select non-select thing. In fact, I saw that as a young guy in the 70s, so it had to be the 60s. Shit, that's the first time I ain't used the term select and non-select, but that's the first time I started really getting an idea about it. All right, what they do over here? Damn, they be changing shit up. Okay, I guess people ain't figured out shit yet. Got these little yellow strips up. Anyway. So yeah, this ain't nothing but a rerun, man. People need to understand all that, man. Best way to really solve something is say, okay, they done went through this before. If it's a problem, instead of saying, oh, y'all don't know, it's like, okay, what happened with y'all? And even to say they weren't able to solve it, or older generations, it's like, okay, y'all went through it. Okay, what can we do to do different? But instead of just people just kind of listening, people always on some, you don't know what's going on. Let's complain. Let's sit around and complain about it. It's like, hold up. How did they do it? Because sometimes it'll be sometimes it'd be a situation where, some older generations actually solved it. In fact, even the relationship stuff, and this is going beyond just, last century or so. The reason why something like the Kuma Sutra was written, Kunyatsa was developed in Africa, Tantra in India, was to solve relationship issues. And a lot of issues, money issues, everything. Not just that. I mean, because people having to fundamentally change. In fact, for my metaphysic people, human evolution really hasn't changed in 3,000 years. For those who understand, no explanation is necessary. For those who don't, none is possible. I'm going to start saying that more too, because sometimes you're trying to explain stuff to people. Just in a general thing, it's great. Like I said, like the difference between select and non-select. Like communication. But that's a whole other thing. But yeah, all this is a rerun. That's why, I'm going to tell you what, that's why sometimes people can predict what's going to happen. Because if you're going to analyze something, okay, what happened in the past? Or what's the pattern? And they'll do this like in law enforcement investigation or fixing cars. Say, oh, this happened when this did this. Say, okay, let's change it. People do that in every other thing except, I don't know, relationships for some dumb reason. But then, you know what? I think it's because of I don't know. I think it's because of a disconnection between older and younger generations. That's a real issue out there. That's why I try to reach out to young folks, because elders reached out to me, but not all elders reach out. And it's crazy sometimes how, sometimes it's competition and stuff. And not just between like old, because I just did a podcast last week talking about many younger women going for older men. And, some of the younger guys, rightfully so, get a little salty over it. I don't blame them, but that's not just a man thing. That's a part of the problem why a lot of these women keep getting in trouble. Because I used to ask that. I said, how come these older women don't tell these younger women what's up? That's because they competing for the same men. They ain't trying to help those heifers out. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm back up in this building. I think I'll get a podcast started tomorrow morning or something. I'll sit back and do something this evening. I gotta show some love to my other sites and stuff. Cause y'all need to go check through my description box. Anyway, hit some of the other stuff up. I see a lot of y'all been hitting up my YouTube. A lot of y'all, for those of y'all who care about like that whole dumb concept of receipts, you can see. You can go through there and see whatever I deal with, man. Whoever I deal with, and whatever I do outside of this. Yeah, so. But yeah. This shit ain't nothing but a rerun. The key is to learn from the rerun, though, man. So it's not a rerun anymore. I think that's what people got to start doing. Like I said, part of why I do what I do. I talk to young people, so I say, look, man, I already done did this shit. And despite, there's some disrespectful folks say, you don't know what's going on. That's usually some, like, basement dweller or something. Bottom feeder type who would say something like that. I got shows like I mentioned, a young man who did an imitation of him. Had me that was funny as hell. Nah, that moved me. But all right, go over here, man, because you're an attorney. I ain't fucking with your ass. Walk on over. You're a fat one, dude, so you ain't doing a lot of shit. All right. Let's get out. white attorney at Black Power Fist. I does stuff like that. Oh man. Hold up. Let me pull around here. I gotta take all my clothes to the cleaners and whatnot. Cause you know, Rom be trying to look good. Gotta look good so I can take more trips out of town. Look at these high-priced ladies. Oh, let me clear that up because I'm just throwing that statement out there. I would say, I told you Ron was tricking. Shit, nah. I fuck with classy women, man. You gotta have a little bit of money for them. Anyway. So you can go to the finer things in life. Anyway. Yeah, man, I gotta take, look at all this shit I gotta take to the cleaners, man, because I don't be playing. You gotta clean that shit right. For all y'all younger people, clean that shit right, man. Don't be wearing all that wrinkle stuff. Classic. Because first of all, like I said, nothing but a rerun. Trust me. Y'all heard it here first. In fact, some people could probably tell you. A lot of stuff that people might have been wearing in the 80s and 90s, it's about to come back up. I ain't even messing with those. I just keep them in mothballs. So anyway, y'all, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.